You know, there's nothing quite like a warm, relaxing shower to start or end your day. It's one of those simple pleasures we often take for granted. But as we get older, some of those everyday shower habits we've had for years might not be serving us as well as they used to. In fact, some of them could even be putting us at risk for slips, falls, or even skin problems. Now, I'm not here to scare you, far from it. The good news is, with just a few small adjustments, we can make our shower time safer, more comfortable, and just as enjoyable as ever. So today, let's talk about some common shower habits that many of us have and why it might be time to rethink them. First up, let's talk about water temperature. I know how tempting it is to crank up the heat, especially on a chilly morning. A steaming hot shower can feel like a warm hug, but here's the thing. As we age, our skin becomes thinner and more sensitive. That scalding water we used to love, it can actually strip away natural oils, leaving skin dry, itchy, and more prone to irritation. Not to mention, hot water can sometimes cause dizziness or a sudden drop in blood pressure, which isn't ideal when you're standing on a slippery surface. So what's the fix? Try keeping the water warm instead of hot. Think of it like a cozy bath rather than a sauna. Your skin will thank you and you'll still get that soothing, relaxing feeling without the drawbacks. And if you do love a hotter shower now and then, just keep it short. Limit it to a few minutes and always listen to your body. If you start feeling lightheaded, it's time to dial it back. Now, let's talk about another habit many of us don't think twice about: skipping the bath mat. Maybe you've never used one, or maybe yours has seen better days and you've been meaning to replace it. But here's why this little step matters more than you might realize. Wet tiles are one of the most common places for slips and falls, and as we get older, our balance isn't always what it used to be. A sturdy, non-slip bath mat can make all the difference between a safe, steady shower and an unexpected trip to the floor. And it's not just about having a mat, it's about having the right one. Look for one with strong suction cups on the bottom so it doesn't slide around, and a textured surface to help grip your feet. If you've got a tub, consider adding adhesive non-slip strips as an extra layer of safety. It's a small change, but one that can save you from a world of trouble. One more thing before we move on: soap choices. For years, many of us have reached for the same bar soap or body wash without giving it much thought. But just like our skin changes over time, so should the products we use. Harsh soaps with strong fragrances or alcohol can be really drying, especially for mature skin. Instead, look for gentle moisturizing cleansers, something labeled hydrating or for sensitive skin. These will clean just as well without leaving your skin tight or flaky. And here's a bonus tip. If you're using a washcloth or loofah, be mindful of how much pressure you're using. Scrubbing too hard can irritate delicate skin, so try a softer touch. Your skin will stay smoother and healthier for it. Now that we've covered water temperature bath mats and soap choices, let's move on to another important habit: how long we spend in the shower. You might be surprised at how much this one affects your skin and overall safety. You've probably noticed that a long, leisurely shower can feel like a mini vacation, a chance to unwind, let the warm water ease your muscles, and just enjoy a few quiet moments to yourself. And there's nothing wrong with that, but here's something to consider. The longer we stay in the shower, the more we expose our skin to water, which can actually have a drying effect. It might sound a little strange. After all, water is hydrating, right? Well, not exactly. While it's true that drinking water keeps us hydrated from the inside, staying under running water for too long can wash away our skin's natural oils. This is especially true as we get older because our skin produces less of those protective oils than it used to. So if you've ever stepped out of the shower feeling tight or itchy, this could be why. A good rule of thumb: try to keep showers to about 10 or 15 minutes. If you love the relaxation of a longer shower, consider turning the water off while you lather up or shave, then turning it back on to rinse. Not only will this help your skin retain moisture, but it'll also save a little on the water bill. Always a nice bonus. Now, let's talk about another habit that's easy to overlook: how we dry off. I'll admit, I used to step out of the shower, grab my towel, and give myself a good, vigorous rub down. It felt refreshing. But over time I realized that rough drying can actually irritate sensitive skin, especially if you're using a scratchy towel. Instead, try patting yourself dry rather than rubbing. It might take an extra few seconds, but it's much gentler on your skin. And here's a little trick. If you struggle with dry skin, try applying moisturizer right after you dry off, while your skin is still slightly damp. This helps lock in that extra bit of moisture, leaving your skin feeling soft instead of tight. Look for a fragrance-free lotion or cream that's made for sensitive skin. Thicker creams tend to work better than thin lotions for keeping hydration in. Speaking of moisture, let's talk about your shower floor. And no, I don't mean the bath mat this time. I'm talking about soap scum and residue. Over time, soap, shampoo, and body wash can leave behind a slippery film on your shower floor or tub, making it even more hazardous when wet. If you've ever felt your foot slide a little more than you'd like, this could be the culprit. The solution? A quick rinse down after each shower. Once you're done, take a few seconds to spray or rinse the floor with clean water to wash away any leftover suds. If you're up for it, a weekly scrub with a gentle cleaner can help keep buildup at bay. And if bending down to clean is tough, consider a long-handled scrubber. They make the job much easier. Now let's move on to something we don't always think about until it's too late: what we wear on our feet after the shower. Stepping out onto a cold, hard bathroom floor with bare feet isn't just uncomfortable. It can also be risky if there's still water around. A pair of slip-resistant slippers or sandals with good grip can make all the difference. Keep them right by the shower so you can step straight into them, and you'll avoid that chilly, slippery shuffle to the towel rack. One last thing before we move on. Shower chairs. I know, the idea might make some of us feel a little resistant. We might think, I don't need that yet, or worry that it's a sign of getting older than we'd like. But here's the truth. A shower chair isn't about limitation. It's about comfort and safety. If you ever feel unsteady, or if standing for long periods is tough on your knees or back, a sturdy shower stool can be a game changer. You still get to enjoy your shower just with a little extra support. And the best part? Many of them fold up so they don't take up much space when you're not using them. So now that we've covered shower length, drying off gently, keeping the floor clean, and even the benefits of a shower chair, let's talk about one more key habit: how we move in and out of the shower itself. You might be surprised how much of a difference this can make. Getting in and out of the shower might seem like the easiest part of the whole routine. After all, we've been doing it our entire lives. But here's something worth considering. Most slips and falls don't happen during the shower, but rather when stepping over the tub ledge or onto the bathroom floor. That transition from wet to dry is where a little extra caution can go a long way. If you have a tub with a high side, take your time. Instead of lifting your leg straight over, try turning slightly and placing one hand on a secure grab bar or the wall for balance as you step. It might feel a little awkward at first, but this small adjustment gives you much more stability. And if your bathroom doesn't have grab bars installed, this might be the perfect time to consider adding one. They're not just for older seniors, they're for anyone who wants to move through their day with confidence and safety. Now, let's talk about something we often forget until we're already in the shower, where we place our shampoo, soap, and other essentials. If you're like most people, you probably keep them on a ledge or in a corner where they're easy to reach. But bending down or stretching awkwardly for a drop bottle is a common way to lose your balance. Instead, try a shower caddy that hangs within easy reach or a suction cup shelf placed at chest height. Keeping everything at arm's level means less twisting and reaching, and less risk of a misstep. Here's another habit worth breaking: rushing. We've all had those mornings where we're running late and try to speed through our shower routine, but when we hurry, we're more likely to skip safety steps. Maybe we forget to put down the mat, or we don't dry the floor as well as we should. Giving yourself just 5 extra minutes can make the difference between a relaxed, safe routine and an unnecessary risk. If mornings are hectic, consider showering at night instead. You'll start the next day feeling fresh without the time pressure. Finally, let's talk about the importance of listening to your body. Some days you might feel steady as a rock. Other days, a little dizziness or joint stiffness might catch you off guard. There's no shame in adjusting your routine based on how you feel. If you wake up feeling lightheaded or unusually tired, it's okay to skip the shower entirely and opt for a sponge bath at the sink instead. Or if your knees are bothering you, take advantage of that shower chair even if you don't always need it. Your routine should work for you, not the other way around. So let's recap what we've covered today. From adjusting water temperature to prevent dry skin, to using non-slip mats and gentle cleansers, to rethinking how we move in and out of the shower. Each of these small changes adds up to a safer, more comfortable experience, one that lets you enjoy this daily ritual without worry. Remember, getting older doesn't mean giving up the things you love. It just means doing them a little differently to keep yourself feeling your best. And the wonderful thing about habits is that they can always be adjusted. You don't have to change everything at once. Even one or two small tweaks can make a big difference. I'd love to hear from you. Have you tried any of these tips already? Or do you have a shower safety hack of your own? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your idea might be just what someone else needs to hear. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to the channel for more tips on living well at any age. Here's to many more years of safe, relaxing showers, and to taking care of yourself in ways that truly matter. After all, you've earned it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.